Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Breakout. I want to start off today in our spawner room because we want to add a little bit more functionality to the entire room. Add another spawner, maybe even another one, we'll see. So, here we go. What I've done is I've added a skeleton spawner and turned all the spawners to active with signal, and I ran some conduits down here, especially the redstone ones, and we have different signals on each of the spawners, and the skeleton one I actually want on the white channel. We have, I believe, the zombies on the green signal, and I actually have it set wrong because I want the input to be white. Right? No, that input's gonna, no, that's fine. Output, there we go. We need the arrow to be facing towards the spawner. There we go. So one thing that we are gonna go do up top here is we have some level emitters here, and we're gonna add 2 here and 2 here, like this, and like this, and like this, and like that. And then we're gonna set here, the input is gonna be 1 on green. 1 is going to be, I believe, black, which is the Enderman one. And then 1 is going to be white for the skeleton one. And what we can do here is we can grab some items that I want to control them with. So we're going to grab some ender pearls. Just 1. And then some probably rotten flesh. We don't really need that much of it, but you know, it's okay. And then some bones. I have also added bones and arrows to our drawers, so we have that on there to be voided. So over here we have the input green. That's going to be the rotten flesh. We're going to set this to 6,000 because that's how much we have, and we're going to emit when levels are below limit. Here is the red one, which is just going to be nothing for now. Skeletons, we're going to say 6,000 as well. Emit when levels are below limit. We really don't need that much. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna do 1,000. And here we're also gonna do 1,000. We have 6,000 now and we're never gonna use it, so we're never gonna run the spawner. Okay, so you're the black one, and the pearls are gonna be like 4,000, because those I need a bit more of. So that's really cool. Okay, and now we need to hook all of this up to our applied logistics system. So I need to grab a conduit right here. And we're just gonna go off of the controller down here, like so. And then we need to hook it up to the cable here, which is gonna have to happen from the top here somehow. So let's just do that. And then this one and this one. Nope. There we go. And what we can do is we can just pop this one off right here because we don't need it. Wonderful. And we also don't need this one in the middle. There we go. Okay, so that's all hooked up, and as you can see, we should be running the skeleton spawner right downstairs because we don't have enough bones in the system. And this one is going to be, I'm just going to set it to emit when levels are below, just so it's not on. But this is going to be the 4th spawner, which I don't know what it's going to be just yet, but we're running the skeleton one now. I have just the basic capacitor inside of it, so that should be fine. So the next thing that I want to add is the sifting of soul sand because I am out of quartz. So I've made another auto sieve. We're gonna add over here. I also have a mesh for it. We're gonna have to run some conduits down here, and we're gonna grab some drawers. Just some basic ones. We can make 10, like so. We can just get rid of this for the moment. And we need an exporter for soul sand over here. We're gonna extract it into here, and it's gonna produce nether quartz and soul sand. Or sorry, soul sand and gas tiers, which I think I should have at least the nether quartz I have in the system here. So we can just have an importer, or we can just run an item conduit or hook up into the same item conduit network, which would kind of have to be convoluted and very spaghetti-like, but I think it's gonna be fine. And there we go. That should be nether quartz fully automated. We have everything hidden behind, and I'm just gonna explain it. I can't really go behind and show you, but there is an export bus with a level emitter set to 1,000 nether quartz, which we are detecting from the drawers up top. And then we have an import bus over here on the back, just importing everything from here into the system. And we can just take some conduit facades, one of these and one of these, and then we take some painted cobblestone and conveniently drop it on the floor and then finish off the build. So that is Nether Quartz fully automated. Now that we have access to a bunch of bones, we can get into some growth crystals, at least at the higher tiers. I don't think this one's gonna happen. I mean, it might, to be honest. It's just potions of speed and end crystals, which don't require nether stars, like they do in most packs, but that could be a thing as well. So I was just thinking of making these. So that is gonna require some compressed bone for these and some sea lanterns, and the prismarine crystal we can get by just pulverizing prismarine shards. So we can say, is it a 100% chance to get the prismarine crystal? Yes. Okay, so we can do this. Set this to a processing pattern for a prismarine shard. Come over here. We're going to give you one. It's going to get imported into the system. And we can grab a prismarine crystal. And just do that. Come over here. Set it in the recipe. And we can set up a recipe for these. I don't have the sea lantern just yet, but we can put a recipe down for this, toss it in here somewhere. There we go. And we can now set up a recipe for the simple growth crystal, like so. You're gonna go right here. And then we can just, we're not necessarily have to autocraft these because we need to make potions, but at least the growth crystal of this type can be made. So we can start 4, and that should start automatically crushing the prismarine and making us growth crystals. So you can see it's going to process all of that and get us ready. I have brewed all the potions that we need, which are going to be potions of regular swiftness that are just extended with redstone, and that's going to make us 2 growth crystal tier 2s, and then I have 2 potion of swiftness of speed 2, and we're going to turn those into a growth crystal tier 3. Then we're going to grab a bunch of dirt that we have over here, kind of like 2 stacks-ish. And we can also grab, did we make the farmer? Yes. Okay. I don't know what the range on this is, but I assume it's kind of like a 9x9. So what we can do is place the dirt on this layer. We're going to have to increase the height of the elevator a little bit by 1 block. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this growth crystal, if I don't fall into little holes that I can't get out of. This growth crystal tier 2 is going to work in a 9x9 farm, I believe. So let's just grab some more nether brick cobblestone just so I can fill that middle gap and not fall down. There we go. So this works in a 9x9 farm, checks up to 10 blocks up or down, can be used as a water source, and I apparently cannot place sponges around it, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be our 9x9 farm. And on the edge here, we're going to have a farmer that we can hook up to some power and an importer and import stuff into the system and have everything just in drawers. So we don't have to worry about this and we can just leave it running because the farming is not going to take us any sort of big power consumption or anything. It's just going to go and do its thing. So the problem with this farmer, as you can see, I planted a row of rice seeds here in the middle and it's replacing them with potatoes. So essentially at some point this farm is going to be a total mess and everything is going to be everywhere. So I can't really grow more than possibly just 1 crop in here. I kind of wanted to grow the flax seeds, these guys, but apparently I can't get them, or I remember getting them at some point. I just don't know where they went. I might have destroyed them. I don't have them in any of my drawers, which I currently need to connect. So we're gonna do that with this and break it here, because I think everything is not going into my drawers and it's going into my storage cells, which is fine. We're gonna sort it out in a moment. But this is just gonna become a mess of a farm, I think. We're gonna see what happens to this, but I'm just gonna leave it be. I have an importer here, or an import bus, and it's filling up with all of the things. So we need wheat seeds, canola seeds, rice seeds, potato seeds, and carrots. I think I don't have anything else here planted. If I had flax seeds, then it would have all 6. And I don't know how exactly it goes about grabbing each one of these things. So it's just gonna fill up with some stuff. So that's okay. All right, that's just gonna be what it is. So do I have any facades on me? I do not. We're going to cover up that later. So I don't really know what else we need to do today. So I think we can just start working on the moving out quests. because this pack is kind of coming to an end. I could go about and automate absolutely everything, but I don't think that I really necessarily have to, because I'm going to be starting a new series soon, and this is a little plug. It's going to be FTB Academy, which is a very good pack for beginners for modded. And I'm going to try to do the whole tutorial thing that I asked you all on my channel about. So that is going to be happening soon, in probably October, because it's currently the end of August when I'm recording this, and you're going to only see this at the end of September. So time travel. Okay, so let me start working on the whole wub gem thing, and we can start working on actually getting out of here. I had to do a bit of fixing here. Apparently this broke, and it was only placing sand constantly and breaking it without this guy triggering. It was that fast apparently, so I added some delay here, and I changed this guy to pulse mode, so every time you place a sand, it's gonna just trigger this. I don't know what's gonna happen when it fills up the soul sand drawer, if that's gonna work, but are we still exporting soul sand for the quartz? I think we are. So we're just gonna see what happens in the end. But let's continue on with what I was talking about before. Up top on the left, I have the items that we need to make the end rods that we need to make the bedrock miner. And we are also going to need another diamond pickaxe. So I'm just going to crank that out in between episodes because you've already seen me make this. And the diamantine crystal pickaxes are not a problem. So we need smiley clouds, which are compressed sugar. Not a problem. We have plenty of dried sugar cane to turn into that. Solidified experience. I need to kill some mobs. So what I did is I changed all of these to redstone high so we can turn them on and off. And here is my zombie spawner. So I'm just going to say active without signal and then run away. And we can just slaughter ourselves some zombies. And hopefully get some solidified experience. There we go. We have 12. Bunch. Let's just get in here. Turn the spawner to Nether active. Kill the rest of these zombies. And then we should be good. Smiley clouds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Complete. I think we only need 4 end rods because we need to make 4 bedrock miners, and the end rod requires those, and that, or sorry, 4 for the bedrock miner, and I think that's gonna be it. So that is all done and dusted. We need liquid sunshine next, so that's gonna be the vat with fire water. Fire water is another vat with hooch and fire water. So let's get our vat, and I need to make another one. We actually needed 2 more vats. The first one is going to take hooch and some blaze powder and some redstone and turn that into fire water, which it should cook up. And then the next one is going to take sunflowers and glowstone dust and turn that into the liquid sunshine that we need. And I have everything configured here, so it should start cooking right off the bat. And we should get 750 millibuckets of fire water. And I'm just gonna let that go, and we're getting liquid sunshine in here. Lovely. So I can just let this be and process until we get 4 buckets, which is what I need. So that is pretty cool. We can also claim 2 levels from this quest. And yeah, that's the end rod quest. Okay, so the next thing is gonna be the splash potion of leaping, which is gonna require rabbit's feet. So we need rabbits. So let's get some grass. And our reservoir with water, which is here. And then we need rabbit bait. So that is going to be cow bait, ocelot, wolf, pig, chicken, sheep, rabbit bait, melon seed, and this. Okay? And I'm going to grab a soul vial. And that should be our 4th spawner, I think. So what I have to do is place enough grass around for this guy to have enough growing space. So what if we do it like right up here? I don't know if we're gonna have enough space, but we shall see. So if we do this, we can place a water like somewhere back here. I think that should count. And let's see. This bait will work, move out of range, wonderful. So I'll just go down here, and we're gonna wait until we get a rabbit up top. We now have a bunny rabbit. He is very excited to run away from us, but I got him. There we go. So what we can do next is grab the other spawner that we have here. We have a broken spawner, and we need to combine with a power spawner and enable to set type, and we need this to go into the soul binder right here. with a few levels, and I think I'm running low on experience. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down here, kind of like what I did for the solidified experience. We're gonna just turn the levers off on all of these, and then we're gonna turn the zombie spawner to be active without signal, and we're gonna stand here and get some experience. This has cooked up our spawner, so we can come over here and add it on our anvil. I've gotten 16 levels, which is what we need to do this, and we get a powered rabbit spawner. I don't know what the power cost. It's 0.1. Okay, so we can do another octatic capacitor. I should just be adding recipes for these, but it's okay. We actually need 2 of these and then 1 of these. There we go. So go downstairs and we can try and set this up. Over here, we're gonna say always active for the moment. We actually need to be active with signal, and we can set it up on top. But I need to actually let them run for a little bit, just so we get some of the... Oh, and we need to do this and this. And that should just capture all of them. There we go. And we should start getting some cooked up rabbits. So rabbit hide, rabbit meat. That's what I'm talking about. And we need to wait for the rabbit's feet. I think it's going all into the ender chest. So we can easily add it to the drawer. The ender chest is right here somewhere. So what I need to do is just wear a pair of conduit in here. And we're getting raw rabbit, rabbit's foot, and rabbit hide. So let's just add all of these to the drawers. Hide, you're gonna go in here. The rabbit is gonna go in here. And the rabbit's foot is gonna go here. That's fine. So that can all get stored up. We can say this guy triggered the spawner on wherever the level emitter is for the right type. So you're not gonna show me what I wanna see. So let's just do this. This is the black one. This is the green one. This is the red. Okay. Apparently I wanna add power to this, but not really. So let's just go over here. And set this guy to be input. You know what? Red is fine, and we're just gonna change it on the bottom. I just need to access the level emitter, which I think is easiest if I just do this. Just grab my wrench that I cannot do, and then go over here and set this to, let's say, 20 rabbit's feet, and the meat when levels are below limit. So that should start up the spawner down here if we change it to active with signal. And I was on the right side and I didn't look. Okay. So here, active with signal. Should be a thing. Yeah. And then we can pop this guy off and set this side to be input signal red. That should be a thing. Do we have already 20 rabbit's feet? Probably not. No, we have 4. So what gives? I set the bottom side to be input instead of output. So there we go. This should be running now and doing its thing correctly, and we're getting rabbit's feet. So now we can turn those using our handy dandy brewing stand into the potions that we need, which are going to be splash boost potions of leaping, which are the extended version. So we just need to make awkward potions with netherwood. Then we need to do rabbit's feet, gunpowder, or redstone first, and then we get splash potions of leaping. So I actually just needed 2 rabbit's feet total, that's all right. Let me brew the potions and then we can work on this. So I decided to just quickly reset up everything that we had from Botania, and we have the Thermalily back here. I could put probably an overgrowth seed and put the Thermalily as a flower down, and that would produce mana faster, but I don't think we really need to produce that much more mana because we have... and I didn't actually show you this. We have a greater band of mana, which stores quite a bit of mana inside of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this, or not change it to what it is. So it's going to put mana into the mana pool. And what we're going to do is just turn the spreader over to this mana pool, so it fills that one up. And we can just leave this be in here for a moment. I also want to grab the Solignolia, just so I don't pick up stuff from the spawners here, or sorry, from the mana pools here. And we're gonna put you right back here. That's fine. Okay, so that's gonna pour in a bunch of mana. We need to grab, if we have any more. We don't have anything. Okay, so we need some iron, and we need a total of 9 of those. So let's do it like this. And then we need pearls, also 9, like that. And then diamonds, also 9. Because we need another block of Terra steel to make another diamond pickaxe. So this is gonna be pretty much full. We can toss some mana, like that, like that. And we're gonna toss this guy back to fill up the pool. And then we can just come over here and craft ourselves the extra Terra steel that I need. We're gonna see if we have enough mana inside of that ring to create the 9. If not, we're just gonna wait in between episodes for the thermal lily to produce a little bit more mana, just so we can produce a little bit more Terra steel. But I think we should be fine on the amount of mana. I just want to essentially keep at least a tiny bit just so I can repair my tools. That's kind of the idea. I actually needed to make 10 Terra steel because the next step that we need to do is open up the Elven gateway portal, which is going to require Terra steel nuggets. So we're going to turn one of these into those and then craft the Elven gateway core. And then we need also Natura pylons, which are just going to be a couple of Eyes of Ender, like that. And I have the mana pylons made already, so that's going to be cool. And then we also need some glimmering living wood, and we need a total of 3 of those. And then just some more living wood. I think we have enough over here. Wonderful. What do we get? 2 sparks. Okay, cool. So we're gonna set this up right over here somewhere. Possibly just in the middle. Doesn't really matter. Actually, let's do it like this. So we're gonna put the gateway core. I mean, we could put it over here, to be honest. We have space. You know what? Let's do it here. So we think a bit better. So let's do a little bit of a gap like this. Oh, this is actually going to be visible from the bottom. Yeah, you know what we're going to do? Painted, not glowstone, painted cobblestone. Do we have enough space in the back here if we put the gateway core here? Living wood like this. And then we need living wood, and we don't have space up top. Okay, that's not gonna work. Right, so let's just put it where I wanted to put it, essentially. Are you a pickaxe harvest? Axe harvest? Axe. There we go. And let's just put it over here. Bam, 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 bam. Glimmering here, there. Put another one on top. That, glimmering, that, and that. Okay, and then we need a couple of mana pools. So let's just grab a little bit of... Yeah, we don't have enough living rock, so I need to make some more. Now we have 2 mana pools. We don't really need to put sparks on these, to be honest. We can, and we could make another rune to actually keep mana inside of these 2 mana pools. But what I can probably do is just set up a possibly a dispersive spark. I don't know if this one reaches all the way to over there. No, it doesn't. This one also doesn't as well. So we would need to move this mana pool over a little bit. But what we can do is just fill up our greater band of mana for a little bit. And we can toss a little bit of mana inside of these by just tossing this on top. And let's say filling up 1/4 of it. I think that should be enough to start up the portal, because I just need to toss in some glass just so we get actually we need a total of 312 glass. No, actually we get 3 flasks, so we only need 4 glass to be tossed through. Oh, that's too much mana. Hold on. Let's turn you over. Get this in. So I need to watch it very closely and fill up both of these mana pools to just like 1/4. I'm a tiny bit scared to try this, but I think he reduced the cost. So let's just do this. Toss it in. We're getting F glass. Wonderful. We did it. Cool. How much mana did it use? Oh, just a little bit. Okay, that's fine. We don't even need to keep this open. We can just drain all of the mana back into our baubles if we wanted to, because that's the only thing that we need from there. So what we can do now is craft these into the elf glass flasks like this, and then I need to create these flasks of Attribution, which is just going to be Nether wart, Nether quartz, emerald, and melons. So I need to grow a few melons, I think. And that should be all that we need to make end rods. But I think I'm gonna end the episode off here. We did quite a bit of work towards getting the Bedrock miner, and I'm gonna do the rest of it off camera in between episodes, and we can then come back next episode and get ready to escape out of here. So with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. You can also subscribe to see new videos. You can support me on Patreon as well if you want. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great one. Bye-bye.